Hey, what's up, folks? Guess nobody's on yet, but either way. Let me go inside. I guess we'll wait for somebody to come on. Hopefully. Hey, we got one person. What's going on? How's everybody doing? How you doing? Oof. Alrighty then. Well, today was a busy day, and I'm going back to the airport. Hey, Jerry. What's up, man? Got a bone to pick with you, man. What seems to be the issue with my hat? Seems like you have a problem with my hat. What is it? Because it's the Cowboys? Yeah, Cowboys for life. Don't let it fool you. Just want to let you know that. And also, to your question, you asked me if I spoke, yeah, Dallas, that's it. If I spoke Portuguese fluently. Yes, I do speak fluent. I do read, but the writing part, it's about 60%. What's up there, Expedite Travels? What are you doing? Are you traveling a lot, expediting, or just sitting in your truck? Yeah, just got home a little while ago. Just helping the dad put the pool up. Yeah, it's a big pool. Goes up to my knees, the water. So I gotta be careful. I gotta get the floaties and all the good stuff. But yeah. So what are you guys up to? Man, I'm beat. Even though I didn't do much today, but the sun, it was warm. And I got to open the gate a few times. That was fun. Oh my gosh. I'm so itchy. You're coming from Toledo, Ohio, back home. That's cool, man. At least you got a trip going. Me, what am I doing? I decided to go live, like I told everybody I was going. Got home about an hour and a half, 2 hours ago. And I was lucky, I didn't catch no traffic whatsoever. So I decided to take a shower, and my pops was in the backyard putting a pool. So I went and helped him. Go ahead. Very important question. What is it? Oh, kids fighting. See, here you go. See, that's the big pool we're putting together. I'll be chilling in this thing soon. Chevy or Ford? Wow. What kind of question is that? Well, to be honest with you, I never had a Chevy, never had a Ford. I own a Nissan, and I own a Hyundai. So, there you go. I guess Ford, if I would have to pick. Chevy for you, huh, Expedite? I don't know. I'm more familiar with Ford, but I did own a Nissan. Actually, I'm lying. My first car was a Chevy Cavalier. Yes, a 1995 Chevy Cavalier. That thing went everywhere. By the time I got rid of it, I had over 100 miles on it, and it started going to start having problems. Once it hit 100 miles, 100,000 miles, I just started having issues. That wasn't cool at all. And you want to see me in a Kia? Why would I want a Kia? I don't like the models. Do you own a Kia? I don't. Oh, I got the kids bothering me. See, now they're running away. Cool. Well, I guess the kids are gonna be bothering me today. My niece, she's got a tendency of doing that. The pool's not ready yet, but she's somehow, somewhere, I can see her dumping breaking it. What kind of Nissan you got there? My Nissan was Nissan Xterra, actually. That's what I actually owned. I love that truck. It actually had 240,000 miles by the time I got rid of it. Yep, 240,000 miles on it, and it's still ticking. The guy I sold it to still has it running. I had an issues with it. Cargo eye roof to 2,500. Nice, very nice, very nice. Well, if I ever decide to go into a van, I'm not sure which I'm gonna go for. Maybe Dodge. That's another option. I don't know about, you know, I gotta look into it. Ford, Chevy, or Dodge, or you know, what's the difference between them? Let me get away from these kids. They're gonna drive me nuts. And of course, they love to leave the doors open. Aha. See, this is where I owe. There you go. That's my everyday car and my party car. That's it. That's what I got. And I love it. The mileage on that thing, it's 30, 32, 34 miles per gallon. It's awesome. It's a lot smaller than what I was used to. You know, going from my Xterra to that. I did own Toyota Sienna, but that, of course, stayed with the wife because of the kids. That's our traveling vehicle for them. But I did love that van. You got grandkids? You don't look like a grandpa. In from Jersey. Aha. That's awesome. Well, I guess I'll be tomorrow. I'll be going back to the airport, finish up. They're just hydro seating. Oh gosh, look who it is! What's up, Rolling Earth Chip Jr.? How are you, man? What's going on? Glad you can join us. You got 4 grandkids, Jerry. You sure don't look like a grandpa, but hey, God bless you, man. God bless you. I got 2 4-year-olds, and they're hyper as can be. Sometimes they're more than others. This past weekend, they were just out there. And then I decided to buy a couple, like a 6-pack of Mountain Dew. And somehow, somewhere between my niece, she's 6, they grab onto the cans. By the time I realized they had 4 or 5, you know, both of them had drank almost the whole 6-pack in 2 days. Rice and bean diet. I hear you, man. Rice and beans. That's the stuff. But yeah, they drink that Mountain Dew. Let me tell you, that was a sugar rush. They were hyper all freaking day. They drove me nuts. I loved it though, but they drove me nuts. Bouncing back and forth, upstairs, downstairs, outside, running around. I was all worn out just by sitting there watching them. Sup, Crowned Travels? What's going on, buddy? Just sitting here rambling away. What else? What else can I talk about? Anything you guys want to hear? I'm free to any open conversation you guys might have. Just put it this way. I've been outside. Oh, you too with the Popeyes? You know what? Believe it or not, I never had Popeyes. I don't know if it's any good, if it's bad, if it's good. No. And most fast food places, the only ones I usually go to is Taco Bell and McDonald's. And coffee, just a regular coffee. None of this Timmy stuff. I know some of you drink Timmy, like Expedite, Timmy's, and a couple other people drink Timmy's. I like my espresso. I got my espresso machine at home, so I like to drink that too. Yeah, I know, he still does. Chick-fil-A or Popeyes? I don't know. Never had either. Never had either. Yeah. And Rick, yeah, Lewis used to talk about Popeyes all the time. He still does. He still stops. I gotta tell these kids to get out the front of the house. He still talks about it, still goes there. I've never been to one. I don't even know where there's one in my area. I'm not a real fan, so I can't say I'm not a fan because I never had them. I don't even know what their main food's based on. If it's based on I'm not sure if it's based what's Popeyes based on? Chicken? I'm not sure if they're based on chicken or not. Just to be honest, that's all literally I know about them. Well, I usually what's my favorite Portuguese dish? There's so many. Where should I start? Where should I start? Like anything to do with fish, I guess. We got codfish. Anything with bacalhau. Com batatas means with potatoes. That's awesome. What else? There's a bunch of the foods that we do. Sardines and barbecue sardines. They're awesome. What else? Chorizo. That's my favorite. Have it all the time. Whenever time I have a chance to have a time to go to maybe Newark and pick up some of it. We'll go there, and so on. I pretty much like it. I'm the type of person I like to try almost every other food. And you know, usually now that I'm at home, it's mostly Portuguese food I eat. You know, mommy cooks, so I'm here, and why not take advantage of it for the time being? So. See, you know what, Kern? Bacalhau with sweet potato. We've been using that more often here at my parents' house because my dad's a diabetic. Hey, look what showed up this side, showed up too. Rolling Earth Bum. What's up, man? I don't do Popeye, so don't worry about it. Going back to Kern. We do use, my parents do substitute regular potatoes for sweet potatoes. I guess it's a lot healthier, and I do like it a little bit more. I'm not a fan of when they end up frying them. So, you know, fried sweet potatoes I'm not a fan of, but when it's cooked and seasoned properly, it's actually pretty good. It comes out pretty good. But, you know, talking about you being from Puerto Rico, one of my best friends, they're Puerto Rican, so I usually go to their mom's house and have rice with beans and all this good stuff. And let me tell you, man, she can cook. And that's what probably I'll be doing in a little bit. Going over there, and I'm pretty sure she's gonna have a plate for me. And I can't deny the plate. Every time I go to her house and she decides to set your plate and you don't eat it, she gets upset. So I don't know if it's that a Puerto Rican tradition or not, like old fashioned. If you go to their house, the first thing they'll do is they'll offer you food. So far, that's been my experience with them. Every single time I go to that lady's house, my friend's house, his mom will put a plate of food in front of me. And it doesn't matter. As soon as I get there, she'll be like, did you eat? I'll be like, yeah, I ate. And she'll go and serve me a plate of food. So that's pretty much what's going on. So what are you guys up to? What's everybody up to? Besides watching me rambling. And either way, I appreciate you guys popping in and saying hello. So I guess it's a Puerto Rican tradition. Man, that sucks. It doesn't suck in a way, but every time you got a full belly, there's more food in front of you. I mean, I'm really not gonna complain because I enjoy her food. I mean, it's delicious. I mean, she makes some traditional plates, and let me tell you, those things are awesome. Oh my God. How's the backyard? The mosquitoes got to me. That's right, Kern. You must eat what is being served. That's correct. If I don't, you could just see it in her face. Yeah, Expedite, that was, oh man, that was a huge fire in Portugal. I'm not really sure what the area was, but they said about 69 people have passed away from the fire, over 150. There's a bunch of them hurt. A lot of people lost their homes, and all started as, how do they call it, through lightning bolt on a tree. Because I guess before the fire, the past couple of days, it's been over 100 and some degrees. So everything got dried out, and there was a thunderstorm and caught fire. And some people in the village decided to, get away from it. And they got in their cars driving on the road, and the road got engulfed by the fire. They got caught in the fire. So they say a lot of the people didn't make it. I mean, there's pictures of it where, oh my God, there's cars charred in the street. And they pretty much got burned alive. There's one guy that was on the Portuguese news, that we have the Portuguese channel. The guy even said it was him and 4 of his friends in one car, and his wife and 2 kids in the back car with somebody else. And there must have been like 20 of them coming down the road, and out of maybe the 20, only him and his 4 friends were able to survive. And his entire family says his entire family got caught by the fire, because they said when he came, it just engulfed everything. There's no escaping. They said the heat was so bad that the thing just melted. So yeah, I mean, it's typical down there there's fires. I mean, every year you can see it on the news. There's a fire. Somebody set a fire, or there's times that people did set fires, but this time the fire wasn't set by anyone, but set by nature with a lightning bolt. So that's pretty sad that it had to happen. But it's normal down there. I appreciate it, but I really don't know anybody from the area. The area where I live, it's up north. It's called Gafanha, and then we're by the beach. We're actually by the ocean, so there's really not. I mean, there's woods there, but not really nothing major. So that's I live near the shore down there. I'm 15 minutes. I would say 15 minutes by bike. Yeah, I remember as a kid being down there. I'd be what, between 6 and 9 years old. Grab my bicycle. Grab a loaf of bread, a couple bottles of water, and just go to the beach. Go to the beach, just hang out. Take my little bicycle and just go hang out there. And then we used to go on the beach, on the river itself. You could go clamming. So that's what I used to do at lunchtime. I would go clamming and eat the clams. Raw clams with the bread, and have some water. Even, that was bread that my grandmother used to make. I mean, where I came from, I'm not gonna say I was poor. I'm not gonna say I was rich. I would say I was average. You know, don't get me wrong. I always had a place to live, food on the table, clean clothes, and I was a happy kid. My grandparents, they worked. They pretty much didn't work. I mean, they were older. They had livestock in their backyard. They had chickens, cows, pigs, rabbits, you name it. We took care of that. So I grew up with all that stuff, cleaning pigs' pens, chicken pen, you know, the chicken coop, and feeding the cows, and all this other good stuff. So I went through it. They actually had farmland where they would plant potatoes, cabbage, corn, you name it, and that's pretty much how they lived. You know, most of the times they would slaughter a pig and they would sell it, you know, like for parts and stuff, you know, make that. So I got a lot of stories about being back there and my childhood and experiences I had down there before I came here. Trust me, when I came here, it was a shock. No, I didn't make the garden tour. You want to see the garden? I'll show you right now. Okay, Kern. It's not really big, but hold on a second. Let me just try to show you real quick. All right, hold on. I'm gonna flip the camera on the other side. That's my parents. There you go. We got lettuce, collard greens. You got tomatoes. You got beans. Got onions. You got more collard greens. You got pumpkin. You got potatoes. And then, you know, you got more beans. And then you got the fig tree with a huge fig. And all those over there, they're fruit trees. Another fig tree. These are, don't know what the name of the food is. It's a fruit. It's loaded. You got another fig tree here. I mean, you can see what they look like, you know. And then we got another fig tree. Some more little figs, plants. And then you got you know, you got the pear tree. Let me see if I can show you the difference. See the brands? See how this one's one kind, and that one's completely different. Yeah, it's not me really having a green thumb. It's my parents. You know, my old man enjoys it. Enjoys doing it, and I try to help out as much as I can. They pretty much got everything in here. All right, let me, all right. What do you mean, George? I don't understand, how is Lewis doing this channel? Seems to be taking a different turn. What do you mean by that? Taking a different turn? I mean, if you can try to, you know, I mean, I know it's a little different, but he's just, you know, I guess, I don't know, content. Okay. Yeah, Karen, that's pretty much everything we have in the backyard. But just, you know, pretty much we have, you know, lettuce and everything else. Come on, bum. Relax. I know you have an issue. But he ain't so bad. He ain't so bad. I've been friends with a guy for over 5-6 years, so everybody, you know what? Everybody can have their point of view. I'm not gonna sit here and argue about it. I'm not gonna, you know, sit here and try to give you a hard time. Just don't give me a hard time. That's all I ask. Alrighty, I appreciate it. Everybody's got their opinion, and I'm just doing my, you know, my own thing, and hopefully it goes somewhere. I just enjoy doing this, and you know, I appreciate everybody that's been following me and the ones that comment, which that's pretty much the ones that are here. And you know, you guys make my day go by a little nicer. You know, you guys kept me in my sanity while I was going through some a rough patch. Even though some of my videos, and they feel repetitive with the work thing. That's why I'm trying to do something different. I will be trying stuff that, you know, more different stuff, more personal stuff, more about myself. So try to be me. You know, my content might be a little weird. It might be work. It might be here. You know, it might be here and there. You might be seeing different things, but that's, you know, that's the way I want to put it. You know, I want to show I'm reading comments here, and some of the comments are coming up like really crazy. Not crazy, but just funny. I was just reading real quick. Expedite says, "Damn, my load didn't come," and right away just had me laughing. But don't mind me on that. So just you know, for you guys that are on, just bear with me, and appreciate you guys watching. I really do. And like I said, I never expected this channel to go anywhere. You know, I started with 5 people, and little by little it's expanded, which I appreciate. Yeah, George, I agree with you. It's it's a little different. I'm not really gonna get into detail, because, you know, everybody's got their opinion on stuff, you know. But some of the things you gotta realize is some of his videos are all over the place, because he does have a lot of content, so he does jump a lot. I mean, some of the times, some of the videos he puts up could be points back, and another ones could be from the same day, because he's got a lot of stuff storage. So it seems like it's going, you know, it's going a little crazy. That's why it may seem a little weird, some of the content, because one day you'll be watching him do something, and the next day you'll be doing something else. But I guess that's just the way he sets things up. And what is the temperature I hear, Crone? Today it was in the 82, I think. Yesterday was downpours and lightning. Whew. Barely made it out of work. When we actually got lucky and we were able to work. But today was like in the 80s. Tomorrow is gonna be the same thing. It ain't gonna be that bad. Temperature hasn't been that bad here. I mean, to be almost in July, to have get up in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, you have to put like a light long sleeve shirt on to go outside. That's a little weird to me. I mean, usually you're outside with a t-shirt, and the weather, it's been weird. It's really, I would say altogether so far, if I put all the days together, maybe 90 degrees, I would say about a week of 90-degree weather. Oh, but I'm saying just bulking everything together. The weather's been really weird, really strange. But, you know, for me working construction, it's actually pretty nice. I mean, I can't really complain about it. It's 80 in Ohio. That's cool. What about in Canada? How warm is it there? Every time I think of Canada, I'm sorry, Expedite. Every time I think of Canada, I think of snow. I don't know why. I think of the cold. I don't see people being outside in the summer, in, you know, like in a pool. I just picture cold. Don't ask me why I think that. I know it's not true. Don't get me wrong, but every time I look at it, I think about it. And cops on horses, the Mounties, whatever you call them, you know. I don't see them riding cars, you know. I usually, you know. You know what I'm talking about. So, snowing, sure it is. So you actually came up to oh gosh. This is great. Same as Detroit or Toledo. What, snowing there too? Never been to Detroit, never been to Toledo. Don't plan on leaving Jersey for a while. If I do go, I'll probably be going on vacation somewhere. I'm trying to do something this winter. Most likely go. I want to go to France. I got friends. I got family down there. So, be a nice place to go. Only for a week though. That, and I would love to go back to Portugal. I haven't been there in, let's say, I've been there 19 years. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm just itchy. I got mosquito bites all over my legs from being back there in the yard. See, it's your fault, Kern. I went back there and the mosquitoes got me. Oh yeah. For some reason they love me. I keep getting chewed up by these things. Oh. Yep, mosquito bites all over. George is being downpour. That sucks, man. I mean, we had some downpours yesterday, but nothing bad. I mean, I don't like the rain, especially in the summer. Don't let it rain. Just be nice. I wish the weather could stay at the 80s. 80s, mid 80s, and I'll be happy with it. I do have a chance. Go ahead, bag it up in a couple bags. You can send 5 gallons of water to the garden. We appreciate it. If you got enough to spare from your downpours on there, just send us some. The garden hose broke, man. We need water. Nah, I'm just joking. Oh my god, I'm so itchy. This is ridiculous. Covington, I don't even know where that place is. Expedite. I have no idea where that place is. Like I said, I've been in Jersey, I've been in Florida, I've been in Rhode Island, Connecticut, Washington, D.C. Yeah, F-R-E-E water. I need that. I'm running out. I had to do a cat shower today. You know. Please send all the water you can. You can send evaporated water, invisible water. I'll take whatever. Oh my god, you guys are too much. I'm losing track. Yes, that's it. Expedite. F-R-E-E water. Without it, I'm gonna be in trouble. You know what, Jerry? We tried that, but it's really not recommended. I mean, we tried to get the barrel thing, the barrel system. We had the barrels try to catch the water from the gutters and everything else, but it's just attracts mosquitoes. And once in a while, you know, this town's really picky on everything, and you know, sometimes the neighbors ain't too friendly, and any standing water or anything like that, they'll complain about it. So I'd rather not take a chance, because Dodo next door, he's a miserable guy. He really is, and he causes trouble all the time. So we'd rather not have, you know, not have any standing water around. But it is an idea. I mean, he tried it. He had a couple barrels, but it just didn't work out. I know my ex-wife's uncle, he does it all the time, but you go in his backyard and you just get eaten alive. Because I've told him plenty of times, you know, at least put a netting or cover it up, you know, put in water in barrels, pull lids on it and just use as you go. You know, he'll just leave them there open, and you go in his backyard and forget it. It's like you go in there and you're getting harvested by the mosquitoes. I mean, it's just tons of it. So, you know, my town's pretty, you know, right now in the summer. Last year we had a really bad, oh, there goes the plants. We really had a bad time with mosquitoes. Really did, so. But his garden's small, so it really doesn't need much. I mean, his front yard's a little tight. So. Yeah, I got stories. I don't want to bash the guy, but you know, it is what it is. The guy's a little nuts. Everybody's got one. At least somebody out there has got one neighbor that they're, you know, out there. So I try to stay away. When I have my own place, that's okay. There's no need to bash him. I mean, he does a pretty good job by himself. I mean, one time he messed with the next door neighbor, and a couple weeks later he's walking around with sunglasses, and then I realized what happened. He said something, and the other one gave him 2 black eyes, and that's how he stopped. But my parents don't want to have the issue. I'm not a full-timer here at the house, so I'm here. I'm just living here for the time being until I can get back on my feet, get my life back together. You know, save some money, get everything in, get my stuff in order, and go from there. So I don't want to start trouble. They're the ones who got to live here. I mean, I really don't say much to the guy. I really don't care. So it is what it is. He can try to do whatever he wants, but it doesn't bother me. I say hello, I say bye, and that's about it. Not really confrontal guy. I really don't like, you know, I don't like to start trouble. I mean, if trouble comes my way, that's a different story, but I really don't. I try to stay quiet, stay to myself. I make friends. Church. Hey, Expedite, is that you back there? Ooh, there's a box truck. Oh my gosh. I'm really tired. It gets to about, when it starts being like 6:30, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, I start getting sleepy. I was up at 4:30 this morning. That's the only thing about this job I hate. It's just getting up early as can be. Really, really early. Oh, 10% on battery. Other than construction on YouTube, what other job would you like to do? Well, let's say, before I started construction, I was a security guard. Let's rephrase, I was loss prevention. I worked for Kmart retail. Worked for Kmart when it was open. I worked for Sports Authority. Worked for the stores. I did the security, the private security for retail for about, I would say 10 years. Yeah, 10 years. No, less than 10 years, but, you know, catching people shoplifting. That's what I actually did. Catching people shoplift. That was one of my jobs. My dream job would have been become a police officer. I did go to school for it. I did try to go to school, but unfortunately, that will be for another time. And I wasn't able to finish school due to some, you know, my mom having some health issues, which I'll get into it later on. Just don't, you know, I don't have time to get into. I don't even know if I have battery left to get into it. So, George asks, do you have any big jobs coming up? Yeah, we do have a big job for the company I'm working with. I don't know if you've seen from Lewis's videos, Rolling Earthship. The job he's on, that's a job I'll be going into. It's a big job, it's a 2-year job. And Steel Fist, he did loss prevention for JCPenney's. That's awesome. I have been to JCPenney's recently, and for some reason you never lose the touch. You never lose the touch. You're always on the lookout, and I can actually say I was pretty damn good at it. But okay, yeah. Once I left the retail, I went to construction. So I've been with this company for. Hold on a second. Just put in the charger. Okay. yeah, I've been with this company for 11 years now. They've been good to me so far. So union job. Yeah, of course it's union, but it's not what everybody thinks though. Oh, union guys, they don't do anything, just take union breaks and all that stuff. No, it doesn't work that way. We bust our butts. We do everything that comes with a job. There's no picking and choosing what we do. I mean, I do from jackhammering to one thing I'm not really good at is concrete. I'll admit to it. I hate concrete. I'm not a good finisher, nothing like that. But I could do other things. Not a problem. Don't mind me, I'm just trying to look through some of the comments. What's up, Ed? I just noticed you. How you doing? Thieves. Oh. Yeah, once you go on loss prevention, go back into it. I mean, I'm talking steel fist. I mean, you still look. I mean, I got to a point. I'm not exaggerating. I mean, I got to a point where you would walk in the store, and I would pick you from just walking in the store. I knew if I wanted to watch you or not watch you. I mean, when I started, I must have been like what 17, 18 years old. And I had that I'll be honest with you. I was like, oh yeah, here comes a black kid. Here comes a Mexican guy stealing. He's gonna steal. So I'll be like, ooh, let me go watch him. And believe it or not, and I've from people shoplifting, I've caught from your gang member to your police officer. I call police officers, firemen, school teachers, crackheads, you name it. I've seen it, and I've seen it all. I mean, there's stories I could tell you how people have shoplifted and everything else. So you really never lose, you really don't lose it. Crone, say something in Portuguese. What do you want me to say? Booster boxes lined with aluminum foil. That's old school, man. What about the ice pick? Remember that? You know what the ice pick was for? To get the sensors off? Yeah. Kernan, what do you want me to say? What? Really? I mean, that's really not. It's not gonna sound right by me saying in Portuguese. I stand with the gatekeeper. I can't really say. I don't. It makes no. When I say it. But hold on a second. But back to Expedite. Yeah, you could say I was being a little racist. At first. I mean, I was a kid. I didn't know. I mean, usually the stereotype. But then you start looking into people, and you realize that it's middle class that does the most more than anybody else. I mean, I've called more middle class and upper class stealing than anybody else that was lower class. To be honest with you, like people that could afford stuff, that's the people who were stealing. I mean, I actually caught a cardiologist. I mean, a well-known cardiologist from New York. So you could just know, not everybody is what they seem to be. Rolling North Bum, yeah, I never said you a hater. Never said that. I just Jabo mine. Oh. What happened there? I guess I just got a phone call, so phone just went I lost life for a second. Okay, Karen, trying to think something to say in Portuguese. Olha, eu não sei o que é que te vou dizer em português, mas quando eu pensar em dizer alguma coisa, eu vou dizer, ok? How about that? Alright, let me get some juice. É, mãe, já vou! Alrighty. You guys want some? What's the toughest language? Portuguese? That's easy, bro. Nope. I'm my own person. Dad is actually calling. Food's on the table. So, that's what it is. Yeah, Portuguese. I'm actually teaching that to my 4-year-olds. That's the main language we're teaching them. They speak it, but not that good, if you know what I mean. English, it's, we're teaching them so they understand it. They get to know it. And, English is natural to them. I mean, they speak it fluently. They're really good at, they speak it well. But Portuguese, they not so good. But at least that her mother, with their mother, she speaks to them in Portuguese all the time. So, what's the reason you moved to Florida? Oh, OJ. Yeah. That's it. I understood that. Eu que fico com o guarda do portão. See? That makes sense, right? You understood that, right, Kern? All right, my lovely folks. I appreciate you guys spending some time with me. Appreciate you guys joining and commenting and spending at least 45 minutes to an hour with me. It's been fun. And you guys always stay in touch. You guys got my email. Some of you I speak on a daily basis, so some of you guys I speak, every day. So like Expedite, I spoke to them today. But dinner's calling, and appreciate you guys watching and spending some time. You guys have a good one. Hey Jerry, have a good one. Kern, have a good one. Expedite, have a good one. Who else? Steel Fist, have a good one. Ed, thanks for joining us. Have a good one. What else? Who else am I forgetting? And George, you have a great one. And of course, Rolling Earth Chip Jr., thanks for joining us. And Rolling Earth Chip Bum, thanks for joining us. It's always been fun. And you guys have a good one. Come on, Junior. Really? Be nice. And I will catch you guys later. Appreciate it. Gatekeeper out.